Hi everyone, it's Brother Paul here. I got a dream I want to share with you that I had back in, when was this? May 25th, 2019. It was on a Sabbath. It was a very detailed dream. So I've been kind of waiting for a prompting for this one, and I got it today. So here we are. I called it, like I said, Nuclear Cottage, and this is how it went down. So in my dream, I went to visit a friend. We went to his cottage, and she had a beautiful place down by the water. And I saw a lot of my friends there, some from the past, some from the present, and nobody was really doing anything in particular that stood out. But the one thing of the group of people is they were all non-believers. And I had my kids there with me, and there was no activities for them. And that kind of made me sad. So we went outside, and in another cottage, I saw past and former friends there too. Excuse me. And people were trying to recruit me as a paramedic. So I've learned through my past dreams that whenever the Lord leads me to use the word paramedic, or I see it in my dream, it just means healer. So maybe somebody, we're considered children of light, and we're the light of the world because we believe and know the truth of the gospel. So every time I say paramedic in one of these dreams, it just means I'm a believer. Anyway, they wanted me on their shift, and I noticed one friend wanted to show me something. Now, in real life, his name's Cameron, but it's irrelevant to you guys. But to me, he's a guy I've been working on for going on 8 years, and I've been trying to bring him to the Lord, and he's one of those guys that believes in energy. So anyway, he took me out of the cottage, and he wanted to show me something. So we went down, and we went behind this house, and there was this beautiful creek, and I saw many wooden bridges, some going up and down, some were coming out of the water, and others were descending into a creek that was a little bit further down. And I suddenly noticed a little distance away, I saw some kids, and I saw a schoolyard, and I saw play structures. And then, I was kind of like looking down a hill when I noticed this. And then all of a sudden, my eyes went upwards, and I saw this huge, huge nuclear plant on a hill. And he decided, this is again Cameron, he decided to show me a tunnel he had dug for a shelter. And again, like I said, it's kind of funny going in the past talking about this guy, because he doesn't even really realize this, because I never told him, but something happened a few years ago, and I had to work a long period. He's also a medic, so me and him worked 4 years together, and he was into every conspiracy theory you could think of at the time. And without even knowing it, all the stuff he talked about ended up leading me down a bunch of rabbit holes that all led to God, which was awesome for me, but it never worked for him. So anyway, back to him showing me this tunnel he dug for a shelter. And it went downwards, and the path went down by the water creek. So I offered him some safety tips, and he said he was okay. And I was impressed at the detail of his works. Like, he really dug this hole, and he said he did it by hand. So it must have took him years to do this. So anyway, we went all the way down to the bottom, and he had an exit way out. And we went into the schoolyard, and while we were there were 3 security guards that started following us. And they asked us for identification, and we got out before any trouble started. So we had left from a back gate of this property, and I suddenly felt in a familiar place. It was Eden-like. It felt like as in I was in the Garden of Eden. It felt like home, but it wasn't my current home. And that's when the dream ended. So I invite anybody who wants to interpret this. I will do my best for imagery, and maybe we can decipher this dream. Alright guys, I love you lots. And it is Friday night, the 26th of July. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Love you lots. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.